What's going on, y'all? Worley Texas Videos here. We're in Beaumont, Texas, and we're at Spindletop-Gladys City, Boomtown. Front lobby and gift shop.
Just put an arrow down. Okay, watch out. Everybody, somebody spicy pickled quail eggs. Okay. Boomtown sauce.
Near the original site in 1975, they made a replica of Spindletop-Gladys City, Boomtown. And near this original site in 1901, oil was discovered in Texas. And when they discovered the oil, it shot out of the ground for 9 days and over 800,000 gallons of oil was lost. This was the biggest oil boom in U.S. history. The sheet metal workshop. This is the type of trucks they would use to transport the oil. The 1930s Ford Model A right here was owned by Patillo Higgins. Patillo Higgins is the man who had the idea that oil was in Beaumont, and everyone did not believe him. He is also one of the founders of the first oil company in Texas. He drove this car for nearly 25 years. Patillo Higgins had one arm, and this car is designed for a one-arm driver. Alright, going into the barbershop. The barbershop played a big role in the oil boom days because there were so many people that lived in Gladys City that they had to rent out the chairs twice a day, one in the daytime, one at nighttime. And the barbers was also your dentist as well. Going in the log cabin saloon.
Please, don't spit on the floor.
Looks like an old safe. In 1901, after a hard day of work, this is a place that you would go to have a drink or get in a gunfight or just hang out. This was the entertainment in Gladys City. Going in the U.S. Post Office. This right here is where you can get the stamps, and this other window is where you can get the money orders. There was 2 windows. Behind the desk right here. This is William McKinley, who was the president in 1901. Al Gibson's Dry Goods. This is the place where you would get all your knitting and clothing supplies. So basically, this is the Hobby Lobby of 1901. You could have also bought clothes that were already made too. Here's an 1888 time clock. You would punch in your time when you came into work, and you punch in your time whenever you leave work. Here are the clothes that you would be wearing in 1901. Usually, when you own a business, you would live above it. So now we're going to the living quarters. During the early 1900s, you would live in a place like this, and you would rent out your rooms, and you would live in your living room. The population was so great that there was no place to sleep. Here's some of the rooms that would be rented out. This is the living room, aka kitchen and bathroom. That little white pot in the corner is where you would use the bathroom at night. There's a couple more right here. Going into the grocery store. This is directly underneath where the living quarters is and the bedrooms. This is the grocery store in 1901. This is a type of place that you would get all your vegetables, dishes, home goods, anything like that. Beaumont Oil Exchange Building. A lot of oil companies that you see today either got their big push or got their start in Spindletop. Here is a type of place where you would patent your company name and you would get your start as an oil driller in Beaumont, Texas. This office would be the lawyer's office where you would patent your oil company name. Going into the photography studio. These are all the old cameras that they used back in the early late 1800s. T.A. Lamb & Son printers. This place would also play a big role in 1901 in Gladys City, Boomtown, because everyone wanted to know if there was oil, and there was lots and lots of it. This is called a linotype printer, and Thomas Edison said it would be the 8th wonder of the world. Going into the drugstore and doctor's office. In 1901, medicine did not taste very well, so they used soda or ice cream to mix in the medicine so it could taste better for the customers. Originally, ice cream and soda was made in your doctor's office, like Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi. The doctor's office was always in the back because they always said the equipment was scary. Gladys City Oil and Gas. In 1892, the first oil company was formed, Gladys City Oil Company. The company was formed by George Washington Carroll, George Washington O'Brien, and Patillo Higgins. Nelson and White Engineers. This is the blacksmith shop. The blacksmith would also play a big role in the 1900s. They would help oil drillers design, create, or repair oil drills. A. Broussard's Undertaker livery and boarding stable. Broussard's is still a business to this day, and it is the largest funeral home in Beaumont. Broussard's would rent out horses and their wagons for funerals. Spindletop was a very dangerous place to live. People were dying every day on the oil field. Alright guys, that's it. Spindletop-Gladys City, Boomtown in Beaumont, Texas.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now. Do it now, or I'll hunt you down. Smash like.